Hello, hearty welcome to you. In this session, we will look into what is geometric mean, how to find it out. Let us say there are two numbers a comma b. So, the geometric mean of a and b is nothing but, let us say suppose it is c. Then the c value is such that a comma c and b are in geometric progression. That means a comma c comma b are in geometric progression, nothing but c by a is nothing but equal to b by c, which will give you c square equal to ab, or nothing but geometric progression of ab is nothing but equal to square root of ab. So if you have two numbers, you want to find out its geometric mean. So let us say the number is c. Now if you the geometric mean will be between the a and b, and it will form geometric progression with ab. That means the terms will be a comma c comma b. If it is in geometric progression, we know c by a is nothing but equal to b by c. Based on that, we can find out that c equal to square root of ab. So suppose you have a equal to 4 and b equal to 16. What is the geometric mean of 4 and 16? You will say c geometric mean is nothing but equal to square root of a into b. That's nothing but square root of 4 into 16. That is square root of 64 equal to a. You can have there plus or minus 8. So it can be 4, 8, 16, or it can be 4 minus 8, 16. You have two options. You can see both of them are forming the geometric mean. Okay. Now let's try to apply this concept of geometric mean and try to solve a simple problems. Using geometric mean, let's try to solve this simple problem based on geometric mean. The sum of two numbers is 6 times their geometric mean. Show that the numbers are in the ratio 3 plus 2 root 2 is to 3 minus 2 root 2. Let the numbers be a comma b. What we know? Sum of two numbers, that means a plus b is equal to 6 times their gm. Can I say 6 root ab? A plus b is equal to 6 root ab. What we have to show is what is the ratio of a by b? That's equal to, we have to prove that it's nothing but equal to 3 plus 2 root 2 by 3 minus 2 root 2. Okay. Now a plus b equal to 6 root ab. Now what I will try to do is, I will try to find out what is a minus b, so that I can find the values of a and b and I can divide them. So for that, I will square on both sides. If I square on both sides, I will have a plus b whole square equal to 36ab. But what I want is a minus b whole square, so I can write it as a minus b whole square plus 4ab equal to 36ab. That gives me a minus b whole square equal to 32ab, or a minus b is equal to 4 root 2 into root of ab. Now we have a plus b, we have a minus b. So we have two equations and two variables. So this is a plus b and this is a minus b. Now let's simplify this. I will write a plus b is equal to 6 root ab. A minus b is equal to 4 root 2 root of ab. Now you can apply computando and dividendo. Then you can see that a plus b plus a minus b divided by a plus b minus of a minus b is equal to 6 plus 4 root 2 into root of ab. I have taken root ab out. I will have 6 minus 4 root 2 into root of ab. Now simplify this, a plus b, b cancels out. Here I will have a cancelling out. So I will have, this is nothing but a by b equal to, I can take 2 out. You will have 3 plus 2 root 2 divided by 3 minus 2 root 2. 3 plus 2 root 2 divided by 3 minus 2 root 2. That is what you need to have. So that's a simple problem using geometric mean. We have been given sum of two numbers is 6 times of geometric mean. We know a plus b. We try to find out what is a minus b. Then we apply. Should I write here? Applying computando and dividendo. You will have a plus b plus a minus b and a plus b minus of a minus b equal to nothing but whatever you need. Let's solve one more problems. Okay. Let's look into this one. Insert three numbers between 1 by 25 and 25 so that the resulting sequence forms a GP, so that they form a geometric progression. Now, what is the first 1 by 25? That's the first term. After that I have to insert three numbers. Let us say that is nothing but a2, a3, a4, and the next will be nothing but equal to 25. So you know a1 equal to 1 by 25 and a5 equal to 25. Now we have to find out these three numbers so that they are in geometric progression. What we will do? First we will leverage a5 formula. We will say a5 equal to a into r to the power of n minus 1. That is nothing but here a1 into r to the power of n minus 1. I don't know n. I know n minus 1 is nothing but equal to r equal to 5, right? Because we know a5, that's nothing but r to the power of 5 minus 1. So can I say a1 is 1 by 25 into r to the power of 4. But what is a5? a5 is nothing but equal to 25. So I can write it as 25 equal to 1 by 25 into r to the power of 4. This gives me r to the power of 4 equal to 625. That gives me r equal to plus or minus 5. So you can take plus 5 or you can take minus 5. You will get r to the power of 4 equal to 625. Now you know a, you know r, you can find out the values very easily. So what will be the numbers? The first number will be 1 by 25. We will say, we will consider first r equal to 5 here, r equal to minus 5 here. If I take r equal to 5, I will have 1 by 25, then multiply with 5, I will have 1 by 5, then multiply with 5, I will have 1, then you multiply again with 5, I will have 5, and the next term is 25. So the numbers are 1 by 5, 1 and 5. Let's look at the second one. If r is minus 5, I will have 1 by 25, then I will have minus 1 by 5, then I will have 1, then I will have again minus 5, then I will have 25. So the numbers will be now minus 1 by 5, 1 and minus 5. So the numbers are 1 by 5, 1, 5 and minus 1 by 5, 1 and minus 5. So that's a simple problem related to geometric mean. We will solve some more problems as part of geometric progressions. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now.